It is long weekend and I'm actually starting this vlog later than what I wanted to. It is nearly 20 to 11, so it's 20 to 12, so 11:40. And I wanted to have started this earlier, but I thought I had some things I wanted to do, so I had wanted to do it this morning, but I was editing another vlog. It's like a reading horror books reading vlog, and I had said to myself that I have I had said in that update that I have a long weekend and I can't wait to just rest on that Saturday because I usually work on a Saturday. My long weekend is Saturday to Monday. My rostered days off are normally Sunday and Monday, but today's a public holiday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday I have off. I just wanted to kind of chill a little bit. But then I thought to myself, well, if I get most of my housework done, it won't even take long. So if I get some of the work I wanted to get done, then I'll be free. Resting sounds better. Like I can do some of the other work on Monday. That's completely fine. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the rest of that work kind of stuff on Monday and catch up then and have Saturday and Sunday free. So I do have a little bit of a TBR. I'm going to finish off this book, Just Watch Me by Lior Torenberg. It is apparently Fleabag meets Big Swiss, and it is a debut about a charismatic misfit who live streams her life for 7 days and nights to raise money to save her comatose sister. A poignant and darkly funny exploration of grief, forgiveness, and redemption. And it is both a razor-sharp tragicomedy about the internet economy and a surreptitiously moving tale about the desire to be watched and the terror of being seen. I'm at the 150-page mark and it's like just over 200 pages or something, so I've got over 100 pages left and I'm hoping to get this done today. I do want to read AnnaLee Hazelwood's new book, Two Can Play. This is about two video game developers. It's like close proximity or something like that. And this one, I can't do it one-handed because I'm not that talented. It has artwork on the end papers. So that's actually really nice. And then once I get those two done, because I feel like I can get those two done, if not today then tomorrow, at least by tomorrow. So then I don't know what I want to read after these two books. I have not a clue, but we'll figure it out as we go along. It is just after 9 o'clock, still on a Saturday, and I have finished Just Watch Me by Lior Torenberg. I'm giving this a 4 stars. It was genuinely so very good. It gives you a look into streaming culture, people that stream, what people will do to become popular and viral, but also what people in comments say to these streamers to become entertained. Like, who's the better person, the one streaming doing these things or the people in the comments being assholes kind of thing? Like, it's there is really a lot to unpack, really good for the modern age in technology, talks about loneliness in the digital age and what you will do for companionship. There is really a lot to talk about in this book. Dell, who is the main character, she is not the best person, she is not very likable, but there is still something about her that you kind of feel bad for her because of what she's gone through with her sister. There is definitely something about her that is somewhat likable. I think a lot of what she's going through is grief. She feels guilty she just feels guilty about her sister, you know? And it talks about the debt that you incur with medical bills and whatnot, especially in America. And it really is a very, very good book. Her mother is another character that we do kind of follow a little bit. I don't want to say that, no, there is a bit of a strange relationship between Dell and her mother, just with what they've both gone through. And Dell had said in the book that her mother has always treated her differently to Daisy, and we get a little bit of a backstory with Dell's mum, not Daisy, with, well, Dell and Daisy's mum, and a bit of a backstory into that, which it all tied in together really rather well. I really liked the writing. Yeah, it was like a roller coaster ride. It really was. I just feel so bad, so bad for this character and what she's gone through, and also kind of like what grief does to you. Whatever it says on the back, like the plot on the back of the book is pretty much what you get with the book, and you just gotta read between the lines with characters' actions, and then there's just a lot to unpack, a lot of lines to read in between of. It was so good. So good. I don't know if I'm really making any sense because I don't know. I just may not be making any sense, but there is just a lot you can get out of this, especially for the modern age. And this person, this troll, again with the online culture, the people you meet online are kind of like not the best, you know? But then again, you can make friendships out of it, and there's a lot, like really a lot. I may say better things about it once I've sit with it a little bit, but I'm just giving you my thoughts. Really liked this, and now I am on to Can Play by Hazelwood. I want to see if I can actually get this done tonight. That would be fantastic if I could. It's only just over 180 pages. Hopefully I can get this done before midnight. So, the reading has been doing very well so far. 1 o'clock early this morning on a Sunday morning, I ended up starting and finishing Can Play by Hazelwood. I loved it. I gave it 4 stars. It was so good. Oh my goodness. I love the relationship between the two characters, not really two main characters, but the character and the main love interest, Viola and Jesse. They're both in the video game industry. They are both lead designers, and I really liked getting to explore the gaming industry just a little bit. There's a bit of a rivalry between the two companies, the two gaming companies. There's a bit of rivalry between them, so they go to this team building exercise in this wintry retreat in a cabin somewhere, and they have to end up proving to this larger company that owns the rights to this video game series that they could work together. The spice levels, Hazelwood can do no wrong. Let me just say, if I had a boyfriend, if I were in a relationship, he would not be safe around with me reading those spicy scenes. That's all I'm saying. Like, damn, it was pretty good. Pretty damn good. And yeah, I have heard someone talk about this book already, and yes, there is a little bit of an understanding. Once you get to understand the characters a little bit more and their personality, the misunderstanding kind of makes a little bit of sense in a way. Like, they're both kind of awkward, you know, and Jesse, bit of a gentleman in some areas. Yeah, especially when it comes to her. No, he actually is a really nice guy overall. And being a small book, I don't want to say too much, but with this book, it includes exclusive artwork and an all new bonus chapter, and the bonus chapter is from Jesse's point of view. This is the artwork. Some nice spicy looking artwork. So that's that. Really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Now I just got to pick my next read because it's Sunday. I don't have to end this until Monday because Monday is my last day off. And I don't know what I want to read. I don't know if I want to go for something a little shorter, like Automatic Noodle, and go like in a completely different direction with genre and go for something sci-fi. Having read like a lit fic with Just Watch Me, a romance with Can Play, I don't know if I want to change it up completely and read another genre, so this is a contender. There is no anti-memetics. Oh my gosh, there is no anti-memetics division by Quantum. This is on my Reddit fantasy or R Fantasy 2026 bingo board for Judge a Book by its title. I know I haven't done a video for R Fantasy, and I don't think I will. I want to keep it a bit of a surprise and mention which books are going to be for my TBR for that bingo board. When I get to reading those books, I want to keep a little bit of mystery alive, you know? So that's why I haven't done a TBR video for R Fantasy 2026. But this is on one of them, on one of the squares for Judge a Book by its title. And I could read this. I don't know. How many pages is it? 276. Okay. So I don't know whether to keep the theme short, sweet, and simple for this reading vlog, and Automatic Noodle is 163, or I don't know whether to go for Operation Bounce House. Try and keep along with the sci-fi theme, because all three of these books are sci-fi in their own way. So I don't know whether to go through this with the sci-fi route. I just don't know. I want to see and try and challenge myself with Bounce House by Matt Dinnerman. Yeah, it's nearly 400 pages. So I don't know whether to challenge myself a little bit and read a big book to see if I actually can finish off a big book in like a day and a half, 2 days. I don't know what I want to do. TBD, to be disclosed. And I do have a Matt Dinnerman book for R Fantasy, which is Dungeon Crawler Carl for Game Changer, I believe I had put that book for. So it's a well-beloved series. Every person and their dog has read that book or read that series, and I'm feeling like I'm the only one left out a little bit with Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I'm curious, and I kind of want to start with Operation Bounce House because this is his newest release, but it is also his less popular one, his most disappointing, I guess you could say, among fans, because it's not what they thought. And I've had a similar wait, where is it? No, it's up there. I had a similar experience with reading R.F. Kuang, where I read an unpopular book from her, which was Catabasis, and I loved Catabasis, and a lot of people did not. So if I start off with reading a bit of an unpopular book amongst the fans of an author, then I might have a bit of luck with their other books. That's kind of my reasoning. So TBD, to be disclosed, I don't know what I want to do. It is nearly 11 o'clock at night now, and I would say around, oh my gosh, what time would it have been? After 9:30 tonight or something like that. I ended up starting and finishing Atomic Noodle by AnnaLee Newitz. I decided to go for the sci-fi route. I decided to go for something a little bit shorter. So yeah, it actually took me a full day to read this little book right here. Running around cooking lunch. I was cooking lunch for my parents and I made a roast meal. And because it was and because it was quite a bit of running around and whatnot, making sure the temperature's right, making sure I'm putting the veggies on and stuff like that, that it did kind of take me out of the story. But then again, it did take me a little bit longer to get into the story. We're pretty much just thrown into the story of these robots coming awake, and they were originally, now but see, this edition doesn't tell you properly what it's about, but it's about these robots that were service robots that were in the war. So there was this war that happened in San Francisco, and these food service robots were mysteriously shut down kind of thing, and then they were brought back online. And then they decide, why not open up a noodle shop? And like, we are kind of our own in a way. Like, they are still owned by people. They still have to pay their contracts and stuff like that. But you know, let's do something different. You know, we're not really owned by anyone, but we still kind of are owned by people in a way. I gave this one 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it for the most part. I thought it was really good. We get to see these robots' backstories. We get to see their points of view. We get to see their relationship with one another. We get to see what they went through during this war, where the war is kind of confusing a little bit, and it doesn't really mention much because it's pretty much about these robots running a noodle shop, bringing comfort to these people in San Francisco after the war. I think it's been years after the war. Again, I don't know why I'm looking at the back of the book. The back of the book tells me nothing. There's no plot, no synopsis for this damn thing, and I'm still looking at it. I can definitely make parallels between people of color in America and how they were treated and how these robots are treated. There's definitely parallels with that. Like, I don't live in America, but from what I hear, that's how I'm making those parallels from what I hear other people talk about, you know, and other people's experiences of being a person of color living in America. But I do see some of those parallels, but just make it near future and make it about robots. There's definitely a lot that is talked about, especially with like the social justice side. It talks about how robots have some freedoms, but they can't vote, they can't have a bank account, so there are still limitations that they have, and a lot of them don't think that that's right. So, and there's also hatred amongst these robots because these robots were used in the war. There's a lot of hatred and a lot of propaganda and a lot of misinformation being spread as well about these robots. Then the robots want to make a new life for themselves and say, hey, we're not all bad. And like, you know, shouldn't you be hating the humans, not the robots? They're kind of like programmed to do like the war parts, but anyway, whatever. And the food. The food was so good. Loved the food. I love noodles. I love noodles, I love pasta, so that was a big highlight for me. It is good. It is quite good. Just took a little bit of time. I would have liked for this book to have been a bit bigger, just to flesh out some things, especially with the history of this war and how did this war come about, especially in the beginning when the robots are starting to wake up. We didn't even know why they were shut down in the first place, apart from their previous owners being scammers and being a bit dodgy. So I would have liked to have known a little bit more about the war, and the weather is terrible, and there's like a bit of talk of climate crisis and whatnot a little bit, and it was good. I'm not saying no, not at all. Because it's a small book, I don't want to say too much about it, so I think I'll leave it at that. I thought to myself, I don't know what I'm going to read. You know, after reading that, I just decided just to have a break. I was actually considering not reading anything tonight and picking something up tomorrow, but I don't want to. I can't stop thinking about AnnaLee Hazelwood and how good Two Can Play was for me. And something else that I forgot to say to you about Two Can Play by AnnaLee Hazelwood, it is very sex positive. Why do I keep forgetting her name? Oh geez. I'm gonna go get the book because me not remembering the names is driving me insane. Her name is Viola. Oh, camera battery again. Okay, so her name is Viola, and she's very sex positive. She's very comfortable in her body. She's very straightforward with Jesse and what she wants from him. So very great to see. And because I can't stop thinking about AnnaLee Hazelwood, I'm going to pick up another AnnaLee Hazelwood book, Mate. This is the sequel to Bride, and I read Bride when it came out and I loved it. And it's a 400-page book. Over 400 pages. Can I get it read by tomorrow night? I hope so, because what I've noticed about AnnaLee Hazelwood is that her books are dialogue heavy, so it flows really fast. So hopefully I can get this done pretty fast. Fingers crossed. But it is a bigger book. I did say I wanted a challenge, so I really can't complain too much. This blob right here, because I just notice in the viewfinder in that screen that I look a little bit blob-like, but that's how I'm kind of feeling today. It's Monday now, the last day of my long weekend before I go back to work tomorrow. I started Mate last night, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it finished. Like, I was so tired last night and I went to bed a little early, but I got up to page 24, 25 last night, so it wasn't that bad. And you would have seen I went to the cafe this morning. I went a little bit later because I was waiting for some washing to finish so I could hang it out and whatnot. And I tell you, once my mum and I start talking, that's it. We just don't shut up. I got reading done. I'm up to page 60 something. Just say 60, 70 pages. So I did get some reading done. I feel like I would have gotten more done if I had gone to that cafe earlier, but I just didn't because, like I said, I was just waiting for things to hurry up and finish. I don't know if I'm going to actually get this done or not. AnnaLee Hazelwood books, from what I know, from what I've read so far, they are pretty dialogue heavy, so I don't see why I can't get it finished by tonight. I mean, I gave myself a challenge to have this book done by tonight, and I want to get it done by tonight because I have too many other books on the go and I want this done. I'm liking this so far. I've heard before from people that have read this book that Cohen is a bit of an a-hole. And yeah, he kind of is, but I don't think he is, but he isn't, kind of, in a way. You know, like being this alpha of this werewolf group and the size of group that he leads, that he's like a leader of, like the size of the group, the pack I should say. He would need to have some sort of qualities that, well, just certain qualities, you know, but there is a good banter between Serena and Cohen, and I'm waiting for the spice. I'm waiting for the spice. Oh, Jesus. What I didn't realize was that this goes back and forth from, like, we get the present day timeline and then we get timelines that are like 5 months back or 5 months ago, 2 months ago. And I think they're going to, like, those flashbacks are going to kind of merge into today, or give us or show us how we got to the present day, if that makes any sense. I was a little bit worried that I would have to reread Bride in order to read this one, because this is the second one, this is the sequel, but it actually does a pretty decent job at recapping, which I am thankful for. So it does recap the first one and it does it pretty good. I'm not saying no. I don't have more to say other than I'm going to continue reading. I'm going to do my absolute best to get this done today, because that means I would have read a 400-page book in a day. Actually, over 400. It's nearly 500 pages. It's huge. Well, it's getting huge because I have a lot of books, or more than enough books, that are literally nearly 1,000 pages long. So, yep, I'm going to continue reading. Take it chill. Oh my god, what did I do? Press the wrong thing. I don't want you to go back. So yeah, I'm just going to take it chill and get the book done because I want it done. Alright, it is Tuesday. Tuesday evening. You don't believe me? There's the proof. There's the evidence. Can you focus? Tuesday. And I just, like, if you can hear like a whirring sound or whatever, I've got my foot massager on because I just had like a 10-hour shift at work, so my feet need a bit of a break, a bit of a massage. And I come bearing some news, whether it's good or bad. A bit of both. A bit of both. I'm not going to finish Mate by AnnaLee Hazelwood. I did get up to page 137, so not too bad at all. I think that's around like the 30% mark, so pretty good. Yeah, I'm just not going to get it finished. I did not get it finished last night at all, but I will continue reading. I do want to still vlog my experience with this book, so it'll just be for another vlog. And I think with the other vlog, I do want to include those two sci-fi books. I'll have a bit of a break from this book for the time being, and then I don't know, but there will be another vlog where I finish off this book because I want to get into the habit of doing vlogs, you know, just doing random ass vlogs. But you know, this reading vlog was still a success. I still read these 3 books. These two can play, and an automatic noodle. I read these in their entirety and I enjoyed both. I freaking loved Two Can Play. Automatic Noodle was still pretty good. And then I also finished reading Just Watch Me by Lior Torenberg. Really, really enjoyable. I loved it. I thought it was so good. An unlikable character, but still had some likable parts to her. All in all, I still think it was a pretty damn good vlog. A damn good reading, like a long weekend reading vlog. For 3 days, I think I did pretty good, so I'm happy with that. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm tired and I wanna slowly start getting ready for bed. So I'm gonna go do that. And I will see you in another video, and thank you so very much for watching. Bye for now.